Hello everybody, Morgan Gecko here. We are going to go into the Pfeffoid Cave. It's one of the, well, it's not a daily mission, but the reward is one of those daily mission tokens. It's not a particularly hard mission to do. If you can hang with lower level Pfeffoids, these are from level 13 to 15. If you can hang with them, then this is not a difficult mission at all. I believe there's perhaps 10 or 12 of these things to kill. Like most other missions of this sort, the object is to clear the area of the mob, and then there's some sort of a little challenge that you do, some task at the end in order to finish it up. And in this case, after you kill all of the Pfeffoids, there is some crystals that you're supposed to pick up. You have to find them and pick them up and return to the NPC that gave you the mission initially. She happens to be over at Port Atlantis, just inside the northwest corner wall. It's where the road comes in from the west side. It comes right in the opening in the wall, and that's where the NPC is. I'm using our Matrix LR30. I'm using it because it happens to be the best gun that I've got right now. Or it's the biggest one that I can use effectively. I have one or two others, but I'm not really qualified to use them. But the loot from these Pfeffoids isn't particularly good on average. I have global down here, but they were few and far between, and you don't get very much. You get some components and some shrapnel. Occasionally you might get some paint. Theoretically, from these Pfeffoid bandits, you're supposed to be able to get on rare occasions a pistol that's pretty good. It's a mid-range laser pistol. It's a coarse KORSS Course 400. It used to be a really nice gun, back in the olden days. It was really popular. It was right before, I believe it was right before L weapons were introduced in the game. And there were too many of these guns already out there. And actually, I think they may have made all of the guns that were in game limited, so that eventually, if you wanted a gun like it, you were going to have to loot an Elwyn. And they pretty much took the gun out of the loot pool rotation. You hardly ever see them, but they're not quite as good as a karma killer, but not by much. And both of those are nice mid-range guns. And one of the next actual hunts that I'm going to do is Pfeffoid bandits. You know, like I said, theoretically the things are supposed to drop those guns, and you never know when you're going to get lucky. And there's always the chance that you'll catch a global anyway. Pfeffoids used to be pretty good at that. But, it's like everything else. You never know. When you're counting on the globals, you're not likely to get one. There's one more Pfeffoid to go. There it is, right there. In order to find the crystals, what you want to do is kind of run back to the cave entrance. Where the cave comes into the cavern, and you want to stay along that right-hand wall. And up ahead, there's that pool of water that has the two pinnacle-looking things sticking up out of it. Just beyond that, there's a little high ground, and those crystals ought to be right over there. There are some crystals up on the ceiling, but ignore them. They're just there for decoration. The things you want are on the floor. The first time I came out here to do the mission. You see that timer? I ran out of time because I was trying to figure out how to get those crystals down from the roof. There's the crystal right there. That's what you're looking for. Gotcha. Now back to PA and the NPC. It's a female, I think she's named Miss Lena, something like that. But this is a daily thing that you can do. If you're into collecting the daily tokens, trying to get enough to get you a nice gun from the vendor, you can do this mission and what are those things? Crap, my mind's gone blank. There's that other cave that you can do, and get a token from that, and then usually the level 1 daily mission is pretty easy, and the level 2 usually is not hard. One thing when you're choosing your daily missions from the kiosk, the terminal, pay attention to the page that has the picture of the token on it, because sometimes there's a multiplier. The multiplier will be right above the picture of the tokens, and usually it's on level 2, but I've seen them on level 1s, and I've seen them on level 3s. I had a level 3 that I did, and I was able to get 30 tokens for killing some eviscerators or something like that. When you're able to get that many tokens, it doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter, but if you're able to kill the mob with a little bit of difficulty, if you can persevere, you can get just a handful of tokens all at one time. There's the NPC. There's your 1 token. And that is all there is to it. Easy peasy.